Hi, I'm Tess Masters, the Blender Girl, and I'm gonna make a delicious dairy-free potato salad. I'm gonna use this collapsible KitchenIQ digital scale. If you haven't seen this, it is so fantastic, so innovative, fantastic for traveling. So you just pop it open like that. So it's got a digital display in grams and pounds. I'm just gonna zero it out for us. And it goes up to 11 pounds. I'm gonna use about 2 3/4 pounds of russet potatoes, yellow potatoes. You could use red skin potatoes if you like. So that looks about right. So check this out because it's really inexpensive as well. Fantastic tool. So next, I'm gonna use the KitchenIQ potato tool. This thing is a 3-in-1 tool. It is so fantastic for peeling, washing, scrubbing, chopping potatoes and other vegetables. So I'm gonna wash these under the sink using the scrubbing brush from the tool, really fantastic. Next, I'm gonna peel them. This has got such a sharp edge and it goes both ways. So if you're left-handed like me, it's an absolute bonus. So I'm gonna peel those potatoes, but I could do it the other way as well. So there it is, very quick and easy. Now you can also slice your potatoes and your other vegetables. Out the bottom is a little knife. This is such a great tool for traveling and it's so inexpensive. I love the innovation of these tools. It just makes everything in the kitchen so much easier. So then I'm just gonna cut our potatoes just into kind of rustic cubes. See, I'm not making them too small, just helps to cook them and then they don't mush together when you're tossing your salad at the end. So I'm gonna chop up the rest of the potatoes, I'm gonna put them on the stove and simmer them for about 7 minutes, just until they're fork tender. You don't wanna overcook them because then when you go to toss your salad, it's gonna be like mashed potatoes. So I'll finish those up and then we'll assemble our salad. Okay, so while the potatoes are cooking, I'm gonna make the dressing. So I'm gonna use this KitchenIQ prep tool to prepare my lemon juice. I'm just squeezing the lemon on the top. It just sifts out the pips, the seeds, and then it measures the juice. So I'm gonna pop in 3 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice. Then I'm gonna do about 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil, 1/4 cup of filtered water. Now here's my magic ingredient. This is how we're gonna get a really beautiful creamy texture. I've got 1 cup of raw unsalted cashews. And I just soaked those in filtered water for about 2 hours. If you wanna do it the cheats way, you could just pour boiled water over them for 10 minutes and then drain them. Then, this is gonna sound so crazy, but it just produces this incredibly creamy texture. I'm gonna do 1/4 cup of chopped raw cauliflower florets. So the cashews and the cauliflower together just creates this really beautiful consistency. Then I'm gonna use 3 different kinds of mustards. So I've got about 2.5 tablespoons of stone ground mustard, 2.5 tablespoons of Dijon mustard, and then I'm gonna do just about a teaspoon and 1/4 of yellow mustard. If I use just one mustard, you get this really one-dimensional mustardy note. By using different kinds of mustards, you just get this really beautiful full flavor. I'm gonna sweeten it a little bit with just a teaspoon of coconut sugar. You could use maple syrup, any kind of sugar you like, but that's just what I use because it's got a little bit of a sort of caramelly flavor, which I like. Then I'm gonna use my KitchenIQ measuring spoons to do about 1/2 teaspoon of natural salt. And again, salt to taste. So we'll just pop that on. It's gonna blend into a beautiful, smooth consistency. Now I'm just gonna brighten the flavors with a little bit more acid. So I'm gonna put 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar. That is fantastic. So look at that beautiful, creamy mayonnaise-style dressing. You would never know that it's dairy-free. So now I'm gonna prepare my other ingredients for the salad. Okay, so I have rinsed and cooled the potatoes, so I'll just pop them there. And then I prepared some other beautiful fresh ingredients to go with the cooked components. So when I'm eating cooked food, I always like to eat something raw with it. It's not only really good for live enzymes and digestion, but really good for flavor and color. So I've got some chopped fresh parsley, I've got some celery, some cucumber, green onion, red onion, some salt and pepper, and now I'm gonna prepare the bell pepper. So I love this KitchenIQ tool because it's got a big place for the bell pepper and then it's got a smaller tool for things like jalapenos, serranos, things like that. So I'm gonna use the big one just to core and seed my bell pepper. So all you do is you put the tool into the bottom of the pepper and then you just turn it 360 degrees and then it pops right out. All of your seeds. How easy is that? That just saved me a couple of minutes. So just empty that. Then I'm gonna use the bottom of my potato tool again to slice up my pepper. So I'm just gonna cut up the bell pepper And then I'm just gonna cut it into really, really tiny pieces, like that. All right, so now I'm gonna assemble all of my ingredients and put the salad together. So I'll pop my red bell pepper in, then I'll put some red onion in, some green onion. You can do broccoli stalks or cucumber, a little bit of celery in, put a bit of parsley in. See all those vibrant colors and textures? It just sort of livens up the potato. Then I'll just season it with a little bit of salt and pepper. You can do that to taste. And then we'll just give that just a light toss. You just want to be really delicate when you're tossing the potatoes, just so they don't break up too much. And now I'm gonna add my dressing. So it looks like a lot of dressing, but we kind of want that stick to your ribs kind of effect. We want it to be really sort of hearty and thick, so it coats the potatoes and all of the other ingredients. And I'm just gonna toss that together, season it with salt and pepper. I might sprinkle a little bit more parsley on top, and then we're gonna serve it. And that looks absolutely gorgeous, rich, creamy, delicious, full of healthy vegetables. Find more easy, healthy recipes and tips at KitchenIQ and share with me how these tools are making your life easier in the kitchen using the hashtag WorkSmarter.